Hello, it's Diana Marchand from dianamarchand.com and founder of Raw Foods Made Simple. And welcome to my video today. I am sitting out on a floating dock out where I live, and it's a beautiful day, so I wanted to shoot this video somewhere really nice. Sun is in my eyes, so it's harder to see, and my dog is, because I'm on his dog blanket. He thinks he needs to be here with me. Anyways, the topic, here's my dog, of our video today is on self-sabotage. Not just self-sabotage, but other ways that we can get sabotage. You know, when you're trying to do something, you start something, and you end up giving up again. Well, there's so many reasons for this, and today I'm going to talk about 5 reasons why this can happen and what you can do about it. Because I know you are sick of it. I know myself. I'm so tired. I'm 51 and I still sabotage myself in some ways, and it's like, enough already. I'm tired of this. I just want to succeed. So I'm just going to go to my notes a bit here. So some of the things, you know, that we've said to ourselves, right, is you might know these things. It's like, I give up. I can't do it. It's not important. Things are, you know, they're okay the way they are. I'm not that bad off. It's not the right time. I'll start in a month. That's what I'll do. I need to wait until, you know, the end of the summer holidays. My dog is sick, so it's just not a good time. Or, I don't understand this. I really don't. I mean, this just must not be for me. Have you said those things? Ooh, I know I've said many of those things. And when they're coming out of your mouth, you know somewhere deep inside that this isn't really true. It's just another excuse. It's another excuse you're giving yourself. But it's like you can't stop it, right? Once they start rolling out, they just start coming out. And so you kind of know their excuse. But to you, the reasons seem, no, this is really why. I just can't take it anymore. I give up. Now, I'm going to talk about 5 reasons why this tends to happen. And the first reason in this is fear. Fear is a big one. I mean, it could cover so much. I'm just going to touch a bit on each of these 5 things. Number 1, fear. Fear of change often, right? You're going to start something new in your life. It could be a new job, a new career. It could be learning something new. It could be starting a new way of eating, right? The fear that what you're about to do, you don't know what it's going to be like because you haven't experienced it. So you're thinking, well, I'm kind of okay. I kind of feel crappy the way I am, but maybe it's a little okay. But what if I feel worse? What if when I get to the other, like, what if I change and things are worse for me? Do you ever think that? And that is so silly because you're not feeling good the way you are. You obviously want change. So you're uncomfortable. You're not happy with the way things are. And yet you look at change as, well, what if it's worse? Well, what if it's great? What if it's better? What if you feel fantastic? What if your whole life changes and you can't believe you waited so long? That's the way to look about change. That's the way to take the fear out. And often it's excitement. The fear feels like fear, but it's really excitement about something new. It's anticipation. What could happen? What is my life going to be like? So I want you to think about the positives that can happen. And imagine, of course, what you focus on is going to happen. So imagine and focus that it's going to be great. The change is going to be great. Nothing to fear, right? Also, fear that maybe you're not able to do it. Fear of failure is a huge one for people. I know I have that in many areas. So fear that you won't be able to do it, you won't understand it, you're going to fail at it, you're going to give up again, all those things. So the fear sets in, and then you stop yourself again from doing things. I know that's just crazy the way we are, that you won't be able to learn this fast enough, that you're too old to learn this, all of that crap. And what it is it's just our mind, because it's something that hasn't even happened yet. So we're fearing something that we don't know, that hasn't happened yet. So again, focus on what the beautiful possibilities are going to be, what the great possibility, what the great change is going to bring you, how wonderful it's going to be. Number 2, the belief that you don't deserve it. And I know sometimes, people don't realize that this is the underlying belief. It's so deep and down in there. It's just, I don't deserve this. It could be something that is a stretch for you, that is like, wow, this is bringing you like to this other level. And so you're thinking, can I really do it? Or do I really deserve this? I don't think I'm that good. Like, I don't really deserve that. That is something that will also prevent us from doing it, and we'll keep sabotaging ourselves, because deep down We have this fear of doing it. We kind of have this belief that we're not going to be able to live up to it, that we're not good enough to do it, and that we don't deserve it. So know also that if the opportunity has come to you, if you have decided to do something, it means that is your truth. That is what you are meant to do. Yes, it's a little stretch. Yes, it's taking you out of your comfort zone, but you are meant to do it. If the opportunity has come to you, it is meant for you. If you're noticing it, it's meant for you. Number 3 reason why we often sabotage ourselves, listening to others. Yes, you know this one. Our friends, our spouse, family's a big one, our mother, our father, whatever. It's letting their opinions influence you and what you really do and what you choose to do. And if you stick with something, you know, many of you may have had this, right? Where maybe you've decided to change the way you eat or whatever, and then a spouse or something is complaining, like, I don't want this crap food, this is no good, you were fine the way you are, I don't mind if you have a few extra pounds, you're fine, you don't feel terrible, why do you make us do this? Why do you have to change? And that's very common. It's very, very common. Friends can do it too when you go out for lunch with them. They feel bad ordering the crap they're ordering, and you're ordering a salad. So it also kind of makes them look like they feel bad about themselves, like they should be changing, but they don't want to. So they get this conflict within them. So remember that it is always about them. It's not that they truly believe it's bad for you, that you shouldn't do something good, that it's their issues coming up and they're expressing it in a way kind of like blaming you. And sometimes people don't want you to change. You know, they're happy with the way you are and they think that if you change, you're going to become kind of a different person, or maybe you won't want to hang around with them anymore, or you won't love them anymore. You'll move on to different friends, to new opportunities, and you're going to leave them behind. So those are reasons why we also sabotage ourselves, because when our friends and families, I mean, we have such an emotion tied up. We love them, we care about them, we care about what they think. And so sometimes to make them happy, we give up a part of our own happiness, sabotage ourselves so that we can stay down and stay like they want us to stay. And therefore, they're able to be like they have always been and not change. And then everything will be comfortable, but it won't be for you. You're not going to be happy in that situation. So remember, it's their stuff. Love them, but stay strong. And stay in you, like maybe don't talk to them about it anymore. Then just go about making the changes you want to change. Don't sabotage yourself, and also don't listen to them, just in case they kind of cause you to sabotage yourself, right? Or actually you're the one doing it, but you know what I mean. Number 4, the all or nothing attitude. I would have to say that most clients come to me with the all or nothing attitude. Absolutely. And I have this in various ways. You know, it's like, if I can't do something 100% and perfect, then why do it at all? That's why a lot of times people don't start programs or things, because at a certain time, it's like, well, the timing's just not right. And I just see the light. Sorry, guys. Now, of course, you know, the sun goes away, and so it's dark. Sun's behind a cloud. Okay, now hopefully that's a little better. But yeah, the all or nothing attitude where if I can't do it 100% and perfect, I'm not going to do it at all. So it's so crazy when we think about that, because it's like, aren't little consistent changes supposed to be what we're really after? It doesn't mean you have to go to the moon and back, like make these big awesome changes, and if you can't, forget about it. Boy, everybody would really stay. For one, no one would learn to walk. I mean, you don't tell a baby to give up after it's fallen how many times trying to walk. You wouldn't tell your kid that, oh, give up on riding a bike if you can't get it in the first hour. But yet we do this to ourselves over and over again. It's really crazy. As adults, we will do this to ourselves. I'm moving around here, trying to get the light, trying to so you guys can see me better. Oh, well, it might be a little dark. But just notice these things. Does anything relate? Do you find yourself in some of these sabotage things, right? Like I know I do, and especially in this one, I used to never do anything unless I could be perfect at it. Well, that meant that I really didn't do a lot. Like I wouldn't try certain sports. I wouldn't participate in certain things because I feel I'm not going to be good at it, but I didn't even practice being good at it. Just crazy. You won't experience things in life if you don't try it, if you don't suck at it first, but keep practicing. right? And anyways, no one's perfect. Even if you see someone who you think is perfect, they do everything perfect. They must be perfect. You know what? They're not. You just don't see their whole life. You only see a little part of it. I know it's hard trying to be perfect because you have all these expectations on you. It's a lot of pressure. It's just too much and you're uncomfortable. So we always move away from pain and towards pleasure. So you're going to move away from whatever you think is causing you pain. So if that's the new attitude, the new behavior, the new belief, the new habit, if you think it's causing you pain, you're going to stop it. That's what sabotage is all about, right? You're going to move towards something that's going to be more pleasurable, which is either doing nothing, giving up again, but it's only pleasurable for that moment because afterwards you feel terrible about it, right? That always happens. Number 5, trying to do it on your own. Now, this is a big one in many areas, even in working on my business, trying to do everything my own. I mean, I need a coach. I need someone to help me. I need a support group because I just can't do it on my own. For one, nobody knows all of this stuff, right? We search for somebody, and men are better than women, who have the expertise so they can help us, so we can follow them, learn from them, and they can guide us. We can't be our own counselors. We can't be our own psychotherapists. We can't be our own teachers, right? To some extent, but it's because we're not objective. We don't see our stuff. We don't see our shit, right? It's better to have someone else guide us and help us along. And that's truly why I love helping women through my programs, is because it's like someone looking on to them and guiding them and supporting them the whole way. And that's what's so important. That's when you actually make the changes. Someone calls you on, they hold you accountable, they help you make the changes, they show you, they guide you along, they show you what to do, they help you realize your limiting beliefs, they help you realize what you're stumbling upon. So there you go. It's just that trying to do it on your own and just figuring that, oh, I can figure it out, or I'm stupid if I can't figure it out, or why does she's able to do it all on her own? You just don't know that. You don't know if she can or not. But anyways, trying to do it all on your own can also just lead you to continually giving up. Yeah, especially in a diet plan. Come on. I mean, these things when they say, oh, give up this, give up that, give up everything. And you're like, I got to give up everything I love. Like, what the heck am I going to eat? What a way to start something. If you're feeling miserable, you're not looking forward to it, you're hating the idea of it, you're already feeling deprived, you're already feeling left out, you're already thinking that summer's going to be dull and boring and I have to eat horrible tasting, crappy, healthy food. Like if you're trying to go on a diet for the summer or whatever. So whatever you're trying to do, if you feel like you have to give up all the stuff you love and there's nothing to replace it with, you're not going to continue on with it, are you? Maybe for like 5 days you can, but it's not going to continue on. So that's what you need to do, is you need to find something that is going to give you the help in replacing. So let's say healthy eating plan, right? Or dieting, whatever. You need to have the good, nutritious, highly fantastic foods that you love to replace the foods that you think you're actually going to miss. So you can't just tell someone to take away a whole bunch of things they love without having nothing in replacement. That is not going to work. That only sets you up for failure. So you're not going to focus on taking everything away. What really works is bringing in a whole bunch of good stuff, a whole bunch of great, nutritious foods that you love the taste of, and that will crowd out bad stuff. And your body actually begins to feel amazing. So it doesn't miss the bad stuff like you think it's going to, because it's receiving all the good stuff. And remember, we go towards pleasure away from pain. So when your body begins to feel how fantastic it feels on the good food, that is pleasure. So it's going to want to go to that more often. And it's going to want to go away from the foods that make it feel like crap. So you see how that can happen. That's the thing that a lot of people don't realize when they're going on a diet plan or different type of eating, is that you need all the really good foods to replace the bad foods. Then you don't feel deprived. Then you enjoy it. Then the food's great. You fall in love with the good food, and then it makes things easy. That's what it does. I have my 30-day program starting really soon, and it's still time to get in. And all of these things we talked about in the sabotage things, that is what we're going to work on also throughout this 30 days. And you are given all the fantastic recipes and meal plans. You will not miss the crappy food. You will not miss the food you think you're going to miss. You will be totally surprised. You will have more energy. You will and the bloating and the sluggishness and the fatigue. You're going to feel fantastic. You're going to feel lighter. You're going to have more energy to do all the things you want to do this summer, and you're going to look and feel fantastic, of course. So that is dianamarchand.com/30 days. I hope that you join the program. Yeah, it'd be fantastic. It's a great program and you'll love it. If you have any questions, let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video. Whatever you do this summer, enjoy it and don't sabotage yourself. Bye-bye.